David New, let me go to you now, because back in 1952, there was an article actually inserted into the Congressional Record by somebody that speaks to this, an amazing thing. Tell us about who did it, why he did it, and what did that article and document say?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want one of the best been written about capitalism, one of the very best, you need to go to Google the title of this article. It's called The Moral Strength of Capitalism by David Lawrence. Google The Moral Strength of Capitalism by David Lawrence. And Senator Edward Thye of Minnesota in 1952 read this article, originally published in U.S. News and World Report in 1952, and he asked to have it added into the Congressional Record. And this article is very short, takes less than 2 minutes to read. That's another benefit of it, but it has enormous wisdom. There are 3 quotes in particular that I like very much that are very short. Quote number 1, he talks about how successful capitalism is in bringing and accumulating wealth. But then he says, quote, but that is not its chief merit nor its strongest appeal. Capitalism is a desirable system primarily because it alone recognizes the dignity of the individual. Quote number 2, its moral stature, capitalism, its moral stature is derived from the great Judeo-Christian tradition, which for centuries has embodied the ideals men strive for. The last quote, and is my favorite. Quote, capitalism is both inspired and limited by the 10 Commandments. This article, ladies and gentlemen, is full of wisdom. I recommend it. It was published in republished in the Congressional Record because at this time the Cold War was really getting strong. World War II was over, and the United States and the Soviet Union were in a hot competition for world domination from the Soviet point of view. And this article was one of those assets to help the free world win.
David, again, where can people go to get a hold of that document? Because I want to really encourage your listening to the program to do this. So get your pencil out right now. David, where should they go? How can they get a hold of it? Because this is really a tremendous read.
Yes. Before I came on the air, I Googled it myself to make sure it would come up. The title of the article is The Moral Strength of Capitalism. Make sure you put the author's name next to the title. His name is David Lawrence, and that will bring up the Congressional Record from 1952 where the article is reprinted. It's much harder to try to get it from U.S. News and World Report. Just get it from the Congressional Record. You will love this article.